I don't think you really have an idea of what you meant to one person. Mercy Housing saved my life.
My life is dramatically different.
These days are the best days of our jobs. Welcoming residents, San Francisco residents, into their new homes, beautiful homes, here in the heart of San Francisco is one of the best things that we as a city can do, which is to build housing that we can afford to live in.
Well, at Mercy Housing, we really believe that the home itself is the foundational piece. For so many of the people that live in our buildings, there's a need for something more.
It's really important for residents to have ongoing on-site services because these services create opportunities for our residents.
For seniors, clearly aging in place, meaning having seniors be able to live independently, live the way that they want to, but have kind of those wraparound services, health services, transit-oriented, being able to walk to the grocery store and come back.
I joined the ranks of other seniors that have wanted to make sure our city was welcome to everybody.
I moved into San Francisco into a converted hotel. I was paying 87% of my income for rent. I would pay the phone bill, and then it was kind of like, okay, I've got some food stamps. I couldn't pay my rent, and it finally got to the point where the sheriff came and sat on my bed because there was no other place to sit, and he was supposed to evict me because I couldn't pay my rent, and he says, I have no place to put you, and I said, I have no place to go. So I pointed to the alley across the street, and I said, I have a sleeping bag that goes down to 0. And I said, I have enough food out here that I can cram it down in the foot of it so nobody steals it. So if I have to go back on the street, I'll deal with it. And I was calling Sister Grace, but I just want to know where I am on the list. And she gave me a call June of last year, and she said, we have a studio coming up. I said, I'll take it. And she said, you haven't seen it. I said, I don't care.
Youth need safe spaces where they can be encouraged and empowered to be social actors in their community. Not only that, they also need to be provided with the skills, the tools, and the resources to thrive academically, emotionally, and physically.
I immigrated to this country with my dad when I was 14 years old. When I came here, I started working in 2 jobs. After a year, my dad decided to go back to Honduras. He left me here alone. Although I've been surviving, I have also been on the verge of being homeless. When I received the notice that I was selected to live in this apartment, it was the best day of my life. My life changed completely. Now I live in a safe and good environment. Now I am in the honor program with a GPA of 4.0.
So I think one of the common elements that all of our staff who work in resident services have is they care a great deal about people.
So here at 1100 Ocean, I got a place to call home. I have school right there, City College. I have help when I need it from a case manager. With the case manager here, they help me and they actually walk me through. If I need to call somewhere, they'll call with me.
And for me, that's been one of the pleasures of this year, is really reconnecting with that work and seeing how important it really is in the lives of young people.
We know that housing alone isn't enough. We have to provide services on site for our families and individuals to make sure that we are really building a community.
Me and my family have been through shelters and transitional housings, through recovery and stuff like that for the past 3 years.
Living in shelter was a struggle.
And so finally this is like a blessing to be able to get a spot here.
It was really great to see that people were stepping in to help us.
For some families, this may have been the first time they've had a second chance and literally a new lease on life, and that includes me.
On top of housing, we're going to have childcare facilities, 2 childcare daycare centers here on the site, which is very unusual and which we need to have more of.
If I didn't have those resources and the support that I did with Mercy Housing and Compass and Jelani House for my recovery, I wouldn't be here, and I would still probably be on the street and possibly without my own children.
The great thing about Mercy Housing is that I get to be an active parent with my children. I get to be a part of their daily life.
I give thanks to Mercy Housing ECS in the city of San Francisco for helping me to realize my dream that I could be the mother that I always wanted to be.
It's been a really tough year for a lot of issues, but particularly for affordable housing in the Bay Area and around California. It's hard to pick up a newspaper and not see an article about the housing affordability crisis. And at the same time, Mercy Housing is doing wonderful work with your support. 2015 has been a phenomenal year in terms of being able to create new housing and new opportunities for residents.
I feel like I have some sort of direction here, that I'm moving forward, that my family's safe, that they can be moving forward with me.
It's just amazing that people could care so much about somebody that they've never met to put me and my family in a place like this. It's beautiful. And I never thought that I'd have my own place under my own name.
For Mercy Housing to keep growing, to keep reaching out, to keep believing there's a dream worthy of the hope of the most vulnerable person in our society. We could never do it alone. And we could only do it with the wide community of people who believe in the work of Mercy Housing.